So welcome to our yoga session for today. I will be doing modified Ashtanga. The Ashtanga practice actually takes 1.5 hours to do it, so this is a really modified version, so you guys can feel a little bit how is the Ashtanga practice. And please join join me in your mat. So just you ready? We start here in the beginning in the front of the mat. Okay, and I really want you to put your 2 feet together, and you're creating some space in between our heels here, just to have a little gap. And then when you do that, you kind of like engage your knees already. And I want you to try and engage your core during the whole practice. And I'm just gonna try and do some breathing, like yoga breath. So we're focusing on putting the air to our lungs and not the chest. So we're not putting the breath into the chest, we're putting the breath into your belly, and while keeping your core kind of tight, okay? So just come to the top of your mat, keep a big deep breath in through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and you always try to look forward. I mean, you guys can look at the video and try to see what I'm doing, but if you can follow my voice and my commands, it will be easier. So now just roll your shoulders up and down just to have a straight posture. So I really want you to try and keep your shoulder blades kind of like together to have very like strong postures with your shoulders. And then we're gonna inhale and bring our hands up, look towards your hands. Exhale, fold from your hips with your straight arms, bending down. Now you look towards the front, straighten your arms. Here you can be away from the floor, it's okay. The most important thing is to have a straight posture here. Now you release your hands towards the mat, you bring your feet to the back of the mat. And if you guys want, you can put your knees down, so that will be easier. If you want to try it a little bit harder, you can keep your knees up, and then you're gonna bring yourself down with the strength of your arms. Lifting your chest up now, inhale, look back. Now bring your pelvis up, going towards your downward dog. And here in your downward dog, just try to maintain a good posture. Try to look towards your belly button when you're here in this posture. Taking deep breaths in, we're gonna breathe here for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now walk with your feet towards your hands. Fold your back here. Bring your hands close together. And slowly bring your hands up, looking towards your hands. And exhale and release your hands by the side of your body. So that was sun salutation 1. We're gonna do it 2 more times, okay? So this is a posture that you can always do in the morning, okay? Just remember to start again with your big toes touching, spacing between your heels, rolling your shoulders up, straight posture. Inhale, bring your hands towards the sky, look towards your hands. Exhale, fold from your hips. Try to maintain a straight posture here. And now fold completely, putting your hands reaching towards the floor. Now inhale, put your back like straight. If you can touch the floor. Otherwise, you can just release the floor, it's okay. The most important is your back. Now release your hands towards the mat. Bring your feet to the back of the mat. And again, if you want, you can put your knees down, okay? And lower yourself to the mat. Now, bring your chest up, look towards the back. Now bring your pelvis up towards your down dog. And now here in your down dog, it's very important to have kind of a distance of 1 foot in between your feet. So we're doing 5 breaths here again. try to look towards your belly button. Try to aim to put the heels down towards the mat. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Now walk your feet towards your hands. Straighten your back here, then fold. Bring your hands close together. Inhale, bring your hands towards the sky. Look towards your hands. Exhale, release your hands by the side of your body. And now we're repeating this one more time. So inhale, look up. Exhale, release your hands towards the mat. Try to maintain a straight posture. Now straighten your back, look forward, still down here. Now release your hands in the mat. Bring your feet to the back of the mat. Lower your knees if you have to, or you can just go down with the strength of your arms. Now look towards the front, bring your chest up. Look back. Now bring your pelvis up towards your down dog. And arrange yourself here in your down dog. Remember to have a good posture in your down dog. And we're staying here for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And walk your feet towards your hands. Straighten your back. Fold again. Bring your hands close together and slowly inhale and go up, looking towards your hands, looking towards the sky. Now release your hands by the side of your body. And that was Sun Salutation A. So now we're ready for Sun Salutation B, which is very similar, but we start a little bit different. So the same posture with the feet, right? I want your feet to be with your big toes touching, spacing between your heels. Again, you can roll your shoulders up, look towards the front. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your hands towards the sky, but not as much, and fold your knees. So inhale, folding your knees, and bringing your hands up. Now exhale, release your hands, bringing your pelvis, like tilting your pelvis towards the sky, reaching for your toes. Now straighten your back, look forward. Now release your hands towards the mat, bring your feet to the back of the mat. Again, you can bring your knees down if you want to. Lower yourself down with the strength of your arms. Look towards the front, bringing your chest up. Now bring your pelvis up. And I want you to put your left feet 45 degrees and your right feet close to your hands. And we're going to swipe our hands up and open towards the side in your warrior 2. Now you can go back with your hands towards the front feet. Bring your feet to the back of the mat. Lower your knees if you have to. And lower yourself down again. Bringing your chest up. Breathe in. Now your pelvis up towards your down dog again. And we're repeating the same with the other side. So your right feet goes 45 degrees. Your left feet goes close to your left hand. And you swipe your hands up. And then open them, looking towards the front hand. Now release your hands again towards the front of the mat. Bring your feet to the back of the mat. Your knees down if you have to. Lower yourself down with the strength of your arms. Lifting your chest up. Look back. Now touch your toes here and go to your down dog. And now we're staying here for 5. So again, arrange your feet. Have the space of 1 foot in between your feet. And look towards your belly button. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now walk your feet towards your hands. Look forward. Now bend completely your back. Now bend your knees, bring your hands close together. And we're going towards the first position that we did this. Now exhale, releasing your hands and straightening yourself up. That was sun salutation B. Usually in the Ashtanga, we do 3 more of this. We do 5 of the first and then sometimes 5 of this one. But today we don't have a lot of time, so we're just doing 1. Okay. Now I want you to put your hands in your pelvis here. You're gonna jump to have your feet a little bit more wide than your hips, not as much. The sides of your feet are kind of like 90 degrees angle, okay? If you can touch your feet, that's great. If you can't, that's okay. Just bend as close as you can. If you can't touch your feet, then I'm gonna ask you to take your 2 thumbs here, and we're gonna inhale, bring our hands up, and then exhale and try to reach for your toes with those 2 fingers here. And we're reaching for our toes here. And then after you grab them, you can release down, pulling yourself towards your feet. And we're going to breathe here for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now look up, okay? And if you're here and you're very flexible, you can put your hands under your feet. So we're just putting our hands under our feet, okay? If you're not that flexible, that's okay. Just try to go a little bit deeper than you were before, okay? So now we're just gonna, for the ones that are flexible, we're just gonna put our hands under our feet. If you're very flexible, then you can put your hand like a lot under your feet, and then just release your head. We're counting for 5 here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now release your hands from under your feet. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. And now in the next inhale, we're going to bring our hands close together and we're going to go up. So inhale. Bring your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands down. And there was only one pose of the standing sequence. There was like 2 combined into 1. Now we're going to go down, and before we go down, we're going to do a vinyasa. So in Ashtanga, there's a lot of vinyasas, so that's how we keep the blood flowing, okay? So basically the vinyasa is small sun salutation. So we're just bringing our feet close together again, big toes touching, spacing between your heels. Remember to have that core very strong, okay? And then inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, fold from your hips, reach for the mat. Now release your hands towards the mat. Bring your feet to the back of the mat. And lower yourself down with the strength of your arms. Now bring your chest up. Now bring your pelvis up into your down dog. And we're not staying here for 5, we're just walking your feet. Or just cross your feet here into sitting into the mat. And we're doing one of my favorites now, which is Navasana, which is very nice. It's really good for the core, okay? So we're just gonna swipe our hands up and we're gonna try to put our legs up as well. So it's kind of like this. If you can't really do this, if this is too hard, you can bend your legs here, okay? So you can have your legs bent, and we're staying here for 5. So choose your variation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cross your feet. Cross your feet here. And if you have a strong core, you can try to lift yourself up. If you don't, you just lift yourself up using your feet. So I'll show you, and you can choose your variation, okay? So this is where you can try to do. You can try to just lift your butt from the mat, okay? And if you really want to try a challenge, bring your knees close together and try to lift everything from the floor, okay? And we're just doing this 2 more times. So swipe your feet up, straight, arms as well, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cross your feet. Put your hands here, like close to your bum. Try to lift yourself up and down. Swipe your feet back up again. Your arms are straight, your legs are straight, your core is there. For 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross your feet again. Put your hands close to your bum here. Try to lift yourself up if you can. Just use the help of your feet, yeah? And then you go up and release. Okay, that's great. This is like a very short class, so we just have a few more minutes. And for the other poses, for the ending, this is gonna be a bit difficult. We're gonna go for the core as well. We're gonna lay down in the mat, okay? So lay down on your mat and try to we're doing a shoulder stand here. The name can be quite challenging, but there's a variation. So if you don't have a strong core, you can just bring your legs up and then use your hands here to bring your butt up, and you can just stay here, right? If your core is strong, you can try and go totally on your shoulders without the help of your hands. So you can just do this. And you're bringing your hands here, like your arms are straight, and you're totally trying to stay here on top of your shoulders for 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just cross your feet here, and slowly you can use your hands to help you to come down. Okay? You're gonna hold your feet here, okay? Like with your crossed legs, and we're just like trying to stay on the top of our head now, bringing your chest up, opening your throat. This pose here is really good for your thyroid. It's really good to regulate hormones. So we're staying here for 5. So that was 3, 4, 5, and release. And it's just going up with your cross-leg position. Okay? So now just put your hands close to your knees here. Take a deep breath in through your nose. You can close your eyes now. We're not doing anything crazy. So just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Try to breathe to your diaphragm. So push your belly out when you're breathing in. And exhale through your nose. And we're doing 5 breaths here as well. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one, try to go really like as much as you can take air in your lungs. And exhale and release very slowly. And I guess that was it for today, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining the class. Ashtanga is a beautiful practice if you want to learn. It takes a while to learn, but after you do, you're going to be able to practice by yourself. The postures are There are a lot of postures, but after you learn all of them, you can do it properly and correctly, because that's very important. It's very important to have the proper posture, to know where to look, to know exactly what to do during the yoga class, because otherwise yoga can be dangerous if you're not doing it properly. Um, I just want to thank the presence of my little cat, and thank you guys for joining.